Hey everyone, Steven here from Adolescence, and welcome back to another fragrance review. Thank you so much for watching, and today we're going to be talking a little bit about a fragrance by the company Labo, and the fragrance is called Bergamote 22. So here is the bottle. This one was released in 2006, and the perfumer behind this fragrance is Daphne Bugey. Now, Daphne Bugey has done a few other fragrances for the company Labo. She has done Lys 41 as well as the very popular Rose 31, and she's also done a few designer fragrances, including fragrances for D Squared, which are the original He Wood, Ocean Wetwood, as well as He Wood Silver Windwood. Now, the name Labo translates to the lab, which is short for the laboratory, and by taking a look at the bottles, you can kind of already guess that they are going for a laboratory theme. And in this theme, the bottles resemble ones that you may find sitting on the shelves of a laboratory. And another unique thing about the name is that they name their fragrances after the most concentrated note. So in Bergamote 22, bergamot is the most concentrated note, and the number right next to the name 22 represents the number of notes or ingredients used in that particular composition. So I'll be letting you know what I think of this fragrance in just a little bit, but next up, let's take a look at the presentation. One thing iconic of Le Labo presentations is that there is a lot of customization involved. When you order the fragrance, you order the size, and they compound it right in front of you, and they put it in this nice little box. You open it up. There is black paper on the inside. I believe the paper changes color from time to time, but they also include a thank you note. I happen to misplace my thank you note. As far as the box goes, they put this sticker on the date when you get the fragrance made for you. I got mine on 6/28/2013. They tell you who it's for. The same information also gets printed on the bottle and who compounded it for you. So you have the name of the fragrance, the size, and the concentration, some more information about the company and the fragrance, a little quirky if I might add, and some more information on the very back. Yeah, just talking a little bit about the company, but that's it as far as the box goes. As far as the bottle goes, here it is. Same exact information that you get on the label on the box, nothing at the bottom, no serial number. It used to be that they had an expiration date on there, which was a year after the date that you got it compounded, and then I think they realized that they didn't really need that. It was coinciding with the theme, but it wasn't accurate because the fragrance doesn't really expire in a year. So they got rid of that, and here is the cap. You have Le Labo engraved into it. A rather heavy cap, I would say. The atomizer gives you an okay distribution, and it gets the job done. And that has been the presentation for Bergamote 22 by Le Labo. So my good friend Ross writes, "It's a sharp citrus. Reminds me a lot of Xerjoff Neo, but with a smoother delivery." Francis says that he sampled this one and was very impressed. Very crisp, sharp citrus with a very clean quality. Can see this one being a perfect casual summer scent. Ken says it's a great smelling citrus, but it does not have good performance at all on me. And Nobar concludes by saying he has it and he likes it a lot. Now, I'd like to start off by saying that one of the criticisms that Le Labo has as a company from its consumers is that their fragrances don't really smell like their names. Rose 31 is more spicy. You get the note of cumin. It's spicier than it is rosy. Patchouli 24 is smokier than it is, patchouli-esque, if you will. With this fragrance, the name is an accurate reflection as to what you're going to get. Bergamot is indeed the most concentrated note, and it's the note that you smell right off the bat. I will go as far as saying that this is one of the most natural and one of the best bergamot notes that I have ever smelled in a fragrance before. And I do have to echo the sentiments of one of my subscribers who said that this is hands down the best, right along with Xerjoff's Neo. Yes, I think Neo has a fantastic one. There's even a Roja Dove bergamot fragrance that I am a big fan of. But as far as the fragrances that are in my collection go, this is the best bergamot note that I have come across, and it's truly a very nice, natural, sparkling, effervescent, and vivacious bergamot note that you get in the opening. What I like about this fragrance is that the citrus elements are compounded by the use of the note of grapefruit. Now, of course, in my experience with grapefruit, it can come across smelling a little tart, a little sour, a little even bitter at times. It possesses none of those nuances in this fragrance, but what you get instead is a rather simple, unilateral, and kind of a, I hate to use the word generic because it's not generic, it's not something that you've smelled in other fragrances before. The natural qualities that you get in this far surpass any other fragrances that you've smelled containing bergamot. But there is something rather simple about it, and I like that. It has a simpleness to it, there's a cleanliness to it as well, and that's because when it dries down, you get this musky vetiver combo to it. Now, of course, the musk used in this fragrance isn't like a musty, sweaty kind of a musk. It is more of a clean, fresh musk, almost it too possessing citrusy qualities, just like the musk like you get in White Musk by the Body Shop. So think musk along those lines. And of course the vetiver also possesses a few different varieties. You get the very clean, soapy kind of a vetiver that you get in Creed's original vetiver, as well as Mugler Cologne by Thierry Mugler. That's the vetiver that you get in this scent. So it's clean in the beginning, volatile, fresh, citrusy, and then it dries down to a very clean scent as well. Another unique thing that I like about this fragrance is that it has the note of cedarwood, and I have cedarwood essential oil, and I've done a side-by-side, and this does indeed contain a very nice, very natural smelling cedarwood note. So I think that that's great about it. But it also has a note of petitgrain, and petitgrain essential oil is extracted not only from the citrus fruit that the plant yields, but also from the bark and the twigs and the leaves. So when you smell it, there's a citrusy element to it, but there's just as much of a woodsy element to it. Of course, it becomes more apparent as the fragrance dries down, but I like how they did everything in twos. You have the musk and the vetiver, you have the cedarwood and the petitgrain, you have the bergamot and the grapefruit, and what you get, and overall, is a very clean, citrusy, woodsy smelling fragrance. It has a masculine appeal to it, but at the same time it's surprisingly unisex. I think this is an amazing fragrance, and I have never made a top summer list without including this fragrance. Just how much I love it, and now I've been wearing it every summer. Last summer, the summer before that. I'm looking forward to wearing it this summer. If you can tell by the level of the juice in the bottle, I don't know if you can make that out. Probably you did in the presentation segment. I have been wearing this one a lot. And lastly, as far as compliments, I get many compliments wearing this fragrance. It's actually one of my fiance's favorite. Last up, we have the rating. First up, we have uniqueness and overall smell, and I give Bergamote 22 by Labo a 9 out of 10. Now, I don't think this one is entirely unique. I think it is unique in the sense that it's a very natural smelling bergamot note, and some of the best that you'll ever smell, right along with Xerjoff's Neo and even Roja Dove's bergamot. But as far as it possessing something weird or strange, novel, and uncanny, I don't think it does that. But I like that it's a rather simple, casual, very natural, fresh fragrance that everybody loves, universal appeal, compliment getter, and it just smells amazing. It makes you smell great. And I've been wearing this one a lot. I look forward to wearing it that much more. As far as longevity goes, I gave this one a 6 out of 10. Now, this is an eau de parfum concentration, so 6 to 8 hours is expected, but you have to think this is a citrus-based fragrance, and citrus is a very volatile note as it's used in any fragrance. So the fact that you can get the bergamot to last 2-3 hours is very surprising, and I think it's very well done. So for this one, I gave it a 6 out of 10. I do get about 5 to 6 hours on my skin. As far as projection goes, this is a 5 out of 10. This is very middle of the road. It will project very well for the first couple of hours, and then it starts to sit closer to the skin. But even when you do get close to someone wearing this scent, the smell that you get in the dry down with the cedarwood and the vetiver and the musk is also very great. So I like the way that it smells even into the dry down. As far as versatility, this is also a 5 out of 10. Now, it is marketed as a unisex scent, and I do believe it's unisex, but then with the woods and the vetiver, it kind of has like a masculine dry down, but I totally think that this one is unisex. As far as age range goes, anybody can wear this, whether you're in high school or college, for as long as you can afford it, up to an older, more mature gentleman. In terms of seasons, this is a summer fragrance. You may wear it on a hotter spring day, but I think that this really shines as far as a the performance and the compositional nature go, summer is the best time to wear this one. And as far as social scenarios, this one is a great casual scent, and I would perhaps even wear this in a shirt and tie because it does have that refined quality because of the citrus. I wouldn't wear this on a night out because even though it's said to contain, like, I think either amber or vanilla, I don't really get any sweetness from it, so I probably wouldn't wear this on a night out. And I think for a suit and tie, I would reach for something with a little bit more pronounced vetiver, maybe something like Guerlain's vetiver, and something with a stronger, woodsier presence. Lastly, as far as presentation goes, some people find it to be kitschy. I personally don't mind. I like the customization, I like the personalization, I like the fact that they compound it right in front of you, and that adds a lot to the presentation of the fragrance, and I ended up giving this one a 7 out of 10. And overall, I'm going to give Bergamote 22 by Le Labo a 9 out of 10. I think that this is a great fragrance for the purpose that it serves. I think it does phenomenally well. This is one of the most natural bergamot notes that I have smelled in any fragrance. This is a close to perfect scent. If it, I really wouldn't know. I wouldn't be able to tell you how they would improve this scent. Maybe if the longevity were a little bit better, but you may buy the perfume oil, you may have more luck with that. If you moisturize, you may get even better luck. So there you have it, guys. That was my review on Bergamote 22 by Le Labo. If you own or have tried this fragrance, please let me know what you think by leaving a comment down below. Also, please don't forget to rate and subscribe for future videos. So again, thank you very much for watching. This has been Steven with another fragrance review from Radolescence. I will see you soon.